How y'all doing? Boy, that son's a bitch today. Crazy leftist. I'm going to start this story from the beginning. Apparently, this is August now, almost halfway, not August, this is October, almost halfway through October. Apparently, sometime in the beginning of June, I commented on a WGAOL, there's a Channel 8 around here. It's definitely a leftist news organization. And I think it was about red flag laws. Almost positive about that. And I made a comment by saying about how red flag laws don't work because all it takes is one crazy person to call the law on you for no reason. This is relevant here because I get a message from this person, it's a 60-some-year-old lady that lives an hour from me, an hour and 50 minutes, or no, I think she's just an hour from me. And apparently she was on the WGAL site too, didn't like what I had to say. She messaged me and told me to shut up ugly. So I messaged her back and I said, I'm not sure who you are, blah, blah, blah. There's a bunch of blah, blah, blahs in there. She never messaged back. So she messaged me on Messenger. I said, hey, you know what? I'll just call her. So I hit the button. I wanted to see what her beef was. She didn't answer. Then she messaged me back. Why are you calling me? I said, you messaged me first. I apparently thought you wanted to talk. Well, I didn't call you. I said, well, I don't know what to tell you. You messaged me. I thought you wanted to talk. Now, I never turned down talking to anybody. Yesterday, the 17th of October. Now remember, whatever she's mad about was back in June. Yesterday, she calls, I even forget what the heck she calls me. I didn't even do anything. She messages me and calls me some type of name and then starts commenting on a Vietnam post I put up on Facebook, because my Facebook's completely open. Anybody can see anything. And she's talking about, well, Donald Trump got away with bone spurs. And then I tell her, I say, well, what did Clinton do? How about that John Kerry guy? What did he do to get out of Vietnam? And I even told her, I said, you look like a type of person that back then you would have been protesting the war. So now all of a sudden you're pro-war, blah, blah, blah. Make a long story short, she called me every name in the book, told me to go F a pig. I'm going to try to make this clean. I'm not going to swear. But her language was terrible. I know you guys see my language on some of these, and I've really let loose. But no, hers was completely worse than that. Okay, let's just say that. She called my wife a pig. You wouldn't believe some of the stuff this woman was saying. And every answer of mine was a polite answer and facts. She called me a loser, saying I didn't have a job. I told her I did. But anyhow, that's all under the bridge. At some point, because me being so polite, this woman changed a little. And we start talking. And I told her, I said, everybody's got a common ground. We found out her father went to World War II. He was an aviator. And I told her, I said, well, my grandfather, he was also in World War II. I mean, he's on the cover of the most famous book out there over World War II. It's Band of Brothers. Third from the right. There's my grandfather. She called my bluff on it, and I said, I just sent her pictures. No biggie. Then we were talking, and everything was going good. And I even invited her over here to shoot, because, she got my shooting range out back. That's where it got weird. I took one of her comments the wrong way, but I didn't really say anything. I just ignored it. But I did say to the police officer I had to talk to last night over this, that I think she asked me to shoot her husband's. The way she put it in there, we weren't even talking about guns or anything, shooting range. But she talked about, yeah, I got guns, you got guns, blah, blah, blah. And then she says, maybe you can shoot one of my husbands. I said, I don't roll like that, or so that's not my thing. And then she said, I didn't know you had a thing. And then she got a little irritable, and a little more irritable, and then a little more irritable. Now, my wife wasn't even home yet at this time. I was home before her. And earlier she called my wife a pig and told me to go F my pig. So later that day, I sent her a picture of my beautiful wife. And I don't know if that blew her lid or what. She went batshit crazy. And all leftists are batshit crazy. All of a sudden, all her texts coming to me through Messenger were all caps. It's like a button went off. Somebody went, ding, there it is. I'm fucking crazy and I'll show it. Sorry, excuse my language. She told me to meet her today, the next day, in Pelham, which is like an hour for me at a bar, to fight me. The 60-year-old woman, not to admit, she looks like she's in good shape, wants to fight me. And I kept warning her, and no cuss words. I didn't say anything bad, blah, blah, blah. And I kept telling her, I said, keep it up, I'm going to block you. And then I realized, she showed a picture I put on Facebook of me holding a gun, that I should be in jail. And what's going through my head is, oh my God, this woman is going to get me arrested. She was being nice to get information off me, to see where I was at, just to get me arrested. These leftists are crazy. And then when she went crazy, I basically told her flat out, you are acting like the people your father and my grandfather fought against. Because she called me a Nazi, and she also called me a lot of things. And I said, well, you're going to throw racism in there sooner or later. She goes, why don't you put your rebel flag up? I said, I don't have a rebel flag. I got an American flag. And I don't have it up today because it's windy, blah, blah, blah. You cannot negotiate with these people. So while I'm at work today, pick up my phone. Now she commented 3 times on YouTube. She says she's going to send the state police to my house. If this ain't a video of how red flag laws do not work, there is no such thing. Because I called the cops yesterday and told them this woman is crazy and she's stalking me. I had to call him again today. This officer understood and said, well, yeah, everything's documented. Now we know why you called. And I told him, I said, well, are you going to call the state police just in case they get information on me from a crazy woman that lives in fucking Hershey? There it is again. Sorry. Didn't mean to swear. I said, no, we would show up there if there was a problem. Mr. Wolf wants to put these red flag laws into effect. How many people would this crazy 60-year-old leftist put in jail because she does not like your politics? Yeah. These people are crazy. That's the whole story. But I had to put something out yesterday because I was irritated as heck at the end. But my law enforcement, they did all right at the end there. They did all right. I got a call back, I think, from the chief, whatever. They did all right. And those guys are all right. They're all right. God bless the police. I agree with all them. I just hope they don't follow these stupid laws. And you know, when the red flag laws happen, it'll be the state police that does it, not your local police. And now what? God bless. Have a great day. Bye.